you're going to help me do something else. So as you know, we have 2 visitor centers, and people ask us questions all the time. You're going to take the place of one of the volunteers, and you're going to help me answer some questions in a segment that we call We Get Questions.
Okay, I'll do my best.
Here we go. Okay, first of all, this one came in through Facebook, and I'm going to read it to you verbatim. Okay. Hi. They use a lot of I's. Looking for recommendations for about 30 employees for a work holiday party that isn't super expensive, but worth it. Thank you in advance.
Oh my gosh, what an excellent question. Charlie's Acres is a wonderful place to have your holiday party.
Okay.
We work with a number of caterers that do some incredible plant-based food. We have a huge picnic area, so you can do something outside, or we also, if the weather's not too good, we have a beautiful new education center that was just completed last year. And yeah, we'd love to do holiday parties for you.
I love that. And we didn't ask, you are located about, 10 minutes from the plaza?
Yeah.
So not far away from
Yeah,
there.
just on Napa Road.
Okay. And to be clear, there's a Napa Road and a Napa Street, and to have chaos ensue, ask a local. Which one? But so you're off Napa Road, heading towards Napa, actually, away from the plaza.
Just past Burndale.
Yeah, there you go. So I love that. That's a good answer. So 30 employees, work holiday party. Charlie's Acres is a great choice.
We'll do it,
and,
yeah.
And you can do something good. You have caterers out there, which is fantastic. I would also say if you're allergic to animals, or for some reason you don't want to do Charlie's Acres, there are a lot of places and restaurants that can hold a group of 30. Oftentimes they'll have private back area, but also like the Sonoma Community Center, which is a local building here. It was a former school. It was also the setting for the movie Scream. If you've seen it, you're like, oh, that looks familiar. They have a kitchen, and there's caterers in there, and you can do events in there. And they're really fun. You can bring in wine, I believe, and stuff like that. Many wineries, of course, will have venues. They're not on the inexpensive side usually. But you know what? There's also the plaza and some of our parks. You could do a park, something like that, and have a great holiday party and have a good time. So that's a good question. And I hope whoever asked that question has a good time at their holiday party.
Yeah.
So we got this question from a guy. So there might have been a language issue from another country. Okay. And he was interested in getting ready. Where can I get dried grapes?
Dried grapes. Like to eat?
We think so this is one of the things you talk about, cultural anthropology, right? English wasn't this man's first language, and so we were thinking maybe he meant raisins, which you can get almost anywhere,
Right.
And so I think that's what he was saying. I don't think he meant, I don't know, or he was asking about wine grapes that dry, which some people do that. You can make raisins. Wine grapes still have a seed in them.
Right.
So you can eat the seed. Most people, when they take the grapes and they take the seed out, they use that for another product. You can use it to make oil with. You can use it as a scrub, right? You can do spa products with it. But yeah, for dried grapes, normally we call them raisins. Farmer's Market. Farmer's Market has it. Sonoma Market has raisins. You can buy them a lot of places. Most wine grapes don't make the best dried grape or raisin, right?
I have read about a company, I can't remember what it's called at the moment, but they're actually making a vegan leather out of the leftover
really?
grape skins from the wine industry.
Hummus. Okay, yeah, well, there was a company, I think they're called Nutraceuticals, that was making flour and stuff out of it. So yeah, leather. So there is a lot you can do. They always say that, one person's waste is another person's product, so that you could use that for something else.
Absolutely.
And they absolutely could. So I'm sure that this dried grapes can become leather. Well done. Glether? We got to think of a name for the grape leather. I love your jacket. What is it? Oh, it's Zinfandel. Thank you so much.
Oh, I love that.
I love this Zinfandel. Okay, here's another one we get. And how long have you been in town? 5 years?
5 years.
Okay, maybe you know the answer to this one. Maybe you don't. Is that really the original Williams-Sonoma store?
Whenever friends come to visit, I let them know that here we just call it Williams.
Otherwise, it'd be redundant. The Williams-Sonoma. So do you know what we're talking about?
Yes.
On Broadway?
Yeah.
Just past Pete's.
I believe it is, but Okay.
It is.
Say,
Good
don't
job.
quote me on that.
No, it absolutely is. In 1956, Chuck Williams opened his first cookware shop in Sonoma, California. And Chuck Williams had traveled to Europe and, around the world, but to Europe, and seen all the different ways people can use cookware and all the cool cookware that's out there. I remember this is a time in the 50s and 60s when we were moving towards more commodified, processed, the factory farming we were talking about earlier. And he was like, no. You can cook your own delicious meals that aren't processed. And here's a little whisk to do it or whatever. The original Williams-Sonoma is on Broadway. It's not Broadway Avenue, it's Broadway Street. It's just called Broadway, actually, in Sonoma. It's funny that not far from the plaza, you can see it there. They have a great event space in the back, and they have every single product you didn't know you needed for your kitchen.
That's true.
I go in there, and it's a dangerous place because I'm like, of course I need a lime peeler. I have a lemon peeler, but I don't have a lime peeler. Yeah, totally different animals. And kumquats are entirely different peelers.
It's very fun to explore in there.
It is a good spot in there. Like, do you have a lot of friends that come visit you from back in the day, from San Diego or from school?
Yeah, fortunately, I'm in a really good location that people want to come visit me now. So
that's right. They want to come up there. When you were up in Oregon, it was raining in February and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They're probably like, maybe not. That's the original Williams-Sonoma store. Come check it out. Here's another question. Does anyone know if strawberries are still being sold on Watmaugh?
I just drove by the other day and it was still open.
Okay.
But I keep forgetting to
That's good.
go when they are open.
That's exactly.
They are the best strawberries.
And what's this place? Do you remember what the name of the strawberry place is on Watmaugh?
I've always just called it Watmaugh Strawberries.
That is the name! That is the name! You're correct. So Watmaugh Strawberries is one of the famous strawberry stands and farms around here. And locals always go there. And most people are used to supermarket strawberries, which are bred to be enormous and red-ish, but they're not really picked when they're red, and they taste like paste, right? They're not, I don't care. I'm going to get a letter from some lawyers from the berry people, but they're not very good strawberries, the ones you get in the store.
Yeah, they're very tart.
They are tart, and they're overwatered, so they're watery. Watmaugh strawberries are like these perfect strawberries, and they're like so sweet and so flavorful, and they're not the big mega strawberries.
No.
Right? And people will bring these in to an office. Usually someone will pick them up and they're like, you have to eat these today, right? Now. And they just, because they go away.
But you can, because you just
they're so good.
Yeah.
So I talked to the farmer this morning, and he said that they will probably open, they're going to try to open through November if they can do it. It all depends, of course, like all farmers say, it depends on frosts and rain and where they are. But if you see the sign is open off Watmaugh Road, stop by there and get some strawberries.
Definitely.
So yeah, it's a good place. I'm sure, do people ask you a bunch of questions about Sonoma at the farm at Charlie's Acres, or are they just sort of like?
A lot of times they'll ask for like recommendations for wineries or places to go get food.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you direct them to SonomaValley.com.
Yes. We actually have the brochures at the sanctuary and the Sonoma Valley maps there.
You're so nice.
So yeah, we can point those places out to people.
Kaleigh, you're so good.